just for real quick funsies, I thought I'd bring up two stories from when I used to do cable installation a very, very long time ago. And I mean a very long time ago. One time I was in not the best place, and it was a big house, but it was an old house. It wasn't in great shape. And we're supposed to get permission from the landlord if we know a place is rented or is probably rented before we go drilling holes in the wall. This particular place, sorry about the bronchitis. This particular place, I asked the guys, is it rented? We need permission from the landlord to drill, and I'm pretty sure we're supposed to get a letter. But the thing is, one of the guys that showed up there a little later, he said he was the landlord, and he said, yeah, you have permission to drill. Who am I to really, who am I to oppose the landlord? I'm like a kid practically. So I drill the holes and I do all the work, whatever. Well, later on, the same guy comes up to me. And this is the part I'll never forget, and why this particular guy, not much of the details survive, but this dude, the way he put it. Now, I've been asked for money plenty of times in my life, but this guy comes up to me like a young adult, not really making a ton of money. He comes up to me after telling me he's the landlord, and he says, by the way, do you happen to have any surplus money that you could let go of? Surplus money. Surplus money. Never before or since have I ever heard the phrase surplus money. And no, I did not have surplus money. I was pretty broke. And no, I'm not going to give any of it to you, sir. So no, he did not get his surplus money. On the other side, there was, it was a similar area. This is like in Henderson and Oxford, North Carolina, which, like any place in North Carolina, it very much matters what side or area of town you're in, not what town you're in. You could have the ghetto right beside the rich folks in a lot of these places in North Carolina that are not massively urban with gated communities and such. So this place I go to, and I'm a cable guy, and I'm doing a cable install, and it's like a duplex in that the top and bottom floor are separate apartments or whatever. The guy upstairs' TV is blasting, and it's really annoying. I'm downstairs. I talked to the dispatcher, who I'm really good buddies with by now, and I'm getting their digital boxes activated or whatever, blah blah blah. So I'm talking to the Time Warner dispatcher, and I'm like, can you check and make sure that the address for the apartment upstairs is supposed to be active? And she checks, and sure enough, he's not supposed to be active. I see an RG 59 or 58. I can't remember which one is TV. I think it's 58. But I see a skinny cable going up out of our box, which we used RG6, so I knew that we didn't put it there. And sure enough, the guy's not supposed to be active. The most satisfying moment I've ever had throughout all of my horrible years doing cable installation. This guy's TV is loud as hell. It's annoying me the whole job. I find out he's not supposed to have cable. Find out that cable really was probably put there to steal cable. So I take my diagonal cutters, or dikes as we call them, and I put it up to that little skinny cable. And I go, boop! Nice, satisfying click. And I hear that loud mouth BS upstairs change from blah, 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 whatever, to whoosh. That felt so good. Oh my God. Cutting that inconsiderate bastard off, that was the greatest. And I could tell the person downstairs was suffering too. They had that look, that look, like, I just deal with it, bro. Boop. Psh, yeah. Don't mess with the cable guy. Cable guy!